everybody. My name is Mike Rogozinski. I'm the Director of Quality and Innovation at Vital. I'm here today with my friend and colleague, Stephanie Frisch, who is our Director of Nursing at Vital and a nursing expert on nursing practice. Both Stephanie and I had the opportunity to attend the AONL conference in New Orleans very recently, and we wanted to catch up with each other, see what some of the takeaways were, and chat. So, hi, Steph. How are you?
I'm great. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Sure. No, it's great to see you again. So I know that you and I had two very separate experiences at the AONL conference. I was working at our Vital booth in the vendor space, and Stephanie was able to join in on some of the learning experiences that happened at AONL in the session. So do you want to talk about any of the sessions that you particularly enjoyed and tell us some of the takeaways that you got?
Yeah, absolutely. Great question. I felt like there was a general theme of innovation that kept creeping up into everything that everybody was talking about, and really looking at how can we do things that's kind of outside the box. We really need to start focusing on things that we've never tried before, potentially in healthcare, and really being innovative. I know that people are really leaning in on technology. And how are we using technology responsibly and the right way? And honestly, I think that one of the main focuses that I kept hearing over and over again was using technology that's going to be very in sync with clinical workflow and not add to clinical workflow, because we have to take things off of the nurses' plates or anyone that's at the bedside. Honestly, any healthcare worker that's touching that patient, we really want to take things away from them and help them streamline what they're doing and operate at the top of their licensure. So really, I felt like that was a key focus that I kept hearing over and over again.
I heard some of the same things at the booth, to be honest with you. A lot of nurse leaders were coming up discussing the need for technological advancement within the space to, again, remove some of that minutia from the nursing staff, but careful not to implement things that nurses had to now learn to use, right? You've been a nurse leader in a hospital space. You've run an ER. No ER nurse just wants to yay, more technology. Usually it means training and all of that. So technological solutions that are more plug and play that can help the nurses while not overburdening them with additional trainings and learning how to use these solutions is a key, I think, for what I was hearing anyway from the nursing leadership there. So,
yep,
okay,
I was
great.
hearing the same thing.
Yeah. So that's great. And then you did mention AI. Was there anything that stood out to you? That's a buzzword. So
I heard a lot about using artificial intelligence, and honestly, looking at it from the broader perspective of maybe not artificial intelligence, but augmented intelligence, meaning that you're never going to replace the people that take care of patients at the bedside, but really equipping them with the most high-tech, innovative way to be able to, advance healthcare system delivery. So I think the predictive analytics stuff is good, but really being able to, what is the 1-year plan, 3-year plan, 5-year plan? Where are we going to insert this artificial intelligence or augmented intelligence into each section of the workflow, I think is key when we look at the roadmap for what's coming. So I think it's really important for us to, look at each section that touches that patient and be able to, let's plot it out. Let's start talking about it as a broader group, as a country, of how we're going to make sure that we're using artificial intelligence the right way and responsibly.
No, I'm glad you said responsibly. That's the same thing. I think people hear the word AI. People that don't live in that space, it can be an intimidating term. It's a scary word for a lot of people. And I think if we use it right, if we use it to help and not replace, I think the sky is the limit for what artificial and or augmented intelligence can do for us. So
exactly.
I did hear the same thing. So great. You're insightful as always. It's nice talking to you. For those watching that want to learn a little bit more about what Steph and I do at Vital, and what our patient experience platform can do for your hospital, just please go to vital.io and take a look. All right, Steph. Well, thanks. Talk to you soon, I hope.
Talk to you soon.
All
Thanks.
right. Have a good one.